I've been very lucky throughout my career, both as a player and as a coach, to be surrounded with fantastic coaches, and I've learned a lot. I can go back to my high school days and think of Lynn Hoyer, who I had in all three sports, and she was the perfect balance of tough love and compassion and caring. So I learned a lot from her. I learned a ton from Lindsay Balfour at my 5 years as an assistant coach at William Patterson University. She's a tremendous friend and mentor to me to this day. And my experience at Salisbury with Dawn Chamberlain, a five-time national champion, a Hall of Famer, that 2 years was invaluable to say the least. And another friend to this day that I can call up at any time. But Field Hockey World is also small. So I have a really nice circle of coaching friends that I have a group text with a bunch of friendly coaches that I've been really close with. And again, they're just a phone call away at any time that I need anything. But in the Liberty League itself, we're legends from Sally Scatton to Wendy, Beth, Michael, Fran. I mean, top to bottom, the Liberty League is just a field hockey powerhouse, and I am just surrounded by field hockey greatness. And I'm so lucky for that. Yeah, honestly, when the job was posted, I had been looking for a head field hockey position, and I had never heard of Union College, honestly, before it was posted. So I did a lot of research prior to the interview process and looked into it. And the more I looked into it, the more I just fell in love with the college. And I said this on my interview, and it stands true to this day, that I wasn't looking for a stepping stone to the next job. I was looking for a home, and I was looking for the full package. I was looking for that college that had it all. And the more I looked into Union, the more I said, this is it. The TRIMESTER systems are a fantastic opportunity for the student athletes to really partake in everything that they want to do in their 4 years, to be that well-rounded student, both on the field, in the classroom, in the community, and to be able to balance their academics, extremely competitive academics, with everything that they want to do personally. And the more I looked into Union, the tight-knit, close community that it has, the supportive nature of being a part of that close-knit family, the resources to succeed. Step on campus, you see instantly why it draws so much attention. It's just a beautiful campus in general. And to have Division I programs here on campus, I think you get a little bit of both worlds, where it's that small, tight campus feel, but then you have that big town, sense of pride feel with Division I sports right here on campus. So we've got a little bit of everything. And I think as a Division III program, we also benefit from having Division I athletics on this campus, where, not everyone has a full-time strength and conditioning coach. Not everybody has a varsity weight room. And we're very lucky to have many of the resources that we do. So again, I was looking for somewhere to be a home for me for a long time, because it had the full package, and Union College is absolutely that. Yeah, I think, well, the alumni are us. They are Union Field Hockey. And I think that's been one blessing in disguise of this pandemic, where Zoom, I didn't know anything about Zoom prior to the pandemic. And, we were able to have alumni get-togethers over Zoom. We had a few of them this summer, and it was great to be able to connect with alums from all over the world. We have an alumni game every year over reunion weekend, but how many people can get out to campus each year? It can be tough. So to have this platform where we could all reconnect over Zoom has been fantastic. I want the alumni to feel a part of the family, because they are a part of the family. Once you pull on that Union Field Hockey jersey, you are a sister for life. And whether you've never played together, never met before, you are connected. And that is a tradition that I would like to see stand for years and years to come. So whether we keep up with the Zooms, that's definitely something we plan on doing. We want to get back to, when it's safe enough to do so, getting those reunion alumni games back together over reunion weekend. We started a huge networking platform for the current team to the alums, and I've had many alums reach out, and they've been fantastic about wanting to connect to the current team and be a network for our players, because they're just such valuable resources for us across the country, and for our current players to be able to connect within the field with somebody from the Union Field Hockey program who has been through Union, who understands, you know, what the current players are going through, and then they have a few years experience in the real world, and you know, they can reach back to the current players and kind of give them some advice of what worked well for them, what didn't go so well from their end, and it just paves the way that makes our doors open that much easier. So the alums are huge in every aspect, on the field and off. Oh gosh, I think you could see me gushing for hours and hours about what I love. I truly love my job, but at the top of the list, it has to be the team. My girls, I just love coaching this team, and each year just seems to get better and better. The culture that we've built, the program, is just, we're family from start to finish. It's just a really, really nice family to be a part of, and the people are what makes it so special, and then that extends to our campus community, the people that we work with, in and out of athletics. We started these Friday night free clinics last year, and to see the president bring his daughter to the Friday night free clinics, to get to know his family, to see other faculty and staff members bringing their daughters to the clinics, and just connecting us through field hockey has been a lot of fun. So the people are fantastic, and everybody is so supportive, not only supporting us at these Friday night free clinics, helping us grow the game of field hockey, but then showing up at our games. How many schools have their president show up to practice and grab a stick and actually jump into drills? We have. So, that's something that's really special here. And it's the people that make it so special. That's tough. There's been so many memories that stand out to me. I mean, on the field, I can think of Caroline Moran scoring the game winner in overtime against Williams. Was a huge one in 2012. I can think of Allie Troy scoring the game winner again in overtime, home against Vassar in 2014. I can't mention overtime games without CC Line's RPI game winner in overtime with a Leland shot to the far post, and CC's finish to beat RPI in overtime in 2018. But so many memories on the field, so many memories off the field, watching Laura Pacheco's Gift of Life journey. That was really special to see every year. Graduation, watching our girls graduate with jobs secured, and reaching that next stage of life, and just graduating as strong, confident young women. I'm getting chills just thinking about that. We have, again, it's a family here, and to see them succeed on the field and off the field and enter the next stage of their life, just confident young females ready to attack the next step, has been really special as a coach. Yeah, the mindset is team first, and our team motto is one. So it's all about sacrificing the one of you as an individual for the one that is Union Field Hockey. And we always take the I out of Union and change it to a one. And every time we write Union Field Hockey, just to signify that unity of the one, not being you as an individual, but you as the whole of Union Field Hockey. And then just my personal coaching philosophy, I think it really comes down to 3 words of growth, trust, and fun. Because I really like challenging our players. I really like seeing that growth and the development that happens over 4 years, and just stepping outside the box, stepping outside the comfort zone. And none of that's possible without that foundation of trust. So building that relationship is really important. And everything we do, it's got to be fun. We've got to enjoy what we're doing. And I want our players, I want our recruits to look at the program, you know, saying, hey, that is a tight family. They have a great time. That's something I want to be a part of. And that's something that is going to develop me and grow me to be the best version of myself long after I put down a field hockey stick. You know, we're not going professional in field hockey in the United States. So, you know, we've got to be prepared for years after our playing days. And I think that's something that is really important to me, to see that growth, to see them enjoy what they're doing, whether it's on the field, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's in the community, just putting 100% into everything we're doing. You know, I'd love to know if you did a little survey behind my back to see how accurate I am with these words, but I think the words my players would use to describe me, caring would probably be the first one to come to mind. I think they know how much I care about them and in this program. Organized, I think that's one that they see out of me, but those would probably be the top two. If I do a third, supportive. So what did it look like? We practiced 3 times a week on the field and twice a week in strength and conditioning. So we were together 5 days a week in pods. They remained in their pods from the start to the end of the term. And never did we come within 6 feet of each other. So there was no offense versus defense in practice, which from the outside looking in, hearing that, you know, I could be like, oh, that sounds like it's going to be awful. It sounds like it's going to be very repetitive. And, you know, who doesn't love to play games? Who doesn't love to scrimmage at practice and play some offense, defense, whether it be small game or big game? But we had a great time just playing the game, being with each other. You know, we grew, we had fun, we built that trust, we made the best of a really tough situation. So was it different? Absolutely. But we try to keep as much normalcy as possible, where, you know, I can hear players being like, okay, coach, you say you want to grow, you want to trust, you want to have fun. Where's the gauntlet fit in there? Where's the pacer test fit in there? And growth is what happens from tests like that. But also we did the pacer test through a pandemic. We did the gauntlet in a pandemic. Those things didn't change. You know, plenty of things did change, and we talk all the time about controlling the controllables, and this was something that was well beyond our control. So we wore masks to practice every single day. We stayed socially distant, 6 feet from each other every single day, every single drill that we did. And honestly, it wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it might have been going into it. You know, I thought it was going to be something that we might have to repetitively remind different things, you know, but the girls were phenomenal. They took it and understood why we were doing what we were doing. They supported it. They were 100% behind it. And we made the best of a really tough situation. I don't want to make it sound all sunshine and rainbows. That was tough. You know, they had a really focus and during a tough time of balancing academics. We did a lot of work for the community during this fall, you know, and then to get out there and play, you know, and get themselves up every day. And, you know, we had plenty of talks. Each week we had a different department on campus come and talk to the team. From, you know, Jennifer Curry is our faculty mentor. She's become like family to us. And she's wonderful at helping the team organize their schedules and plan out the term from the first week, so that they are ready, you know, for each week as it comes, and we're not getting ourselves behind before anything builds up or exams or papers start to add up. And we had Amanda Tamil Sandy from the Wicker Wellness Center come in and talk about mental health, and that was something that was really valuable during a crisis situation. You know, we can't, as much as we're having a great time making the best of a bad situation, there's still things to overcome. There's still hurdles in front of us, but I can't speak higher about the current team of how well they handled it. I am blown away by their energy that we kept talking about. Hey, that motivation, it might drop off sometime. It's exciting now. We might hit a wall. It might come, but we're ready for it, and it just never came. It was up, 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 up. And, we had our virtual senior day, and where we had the team, their families on Zoom, for that final week, and surprised the seniors with an on-field senior day. And we made it feel as much as normal could possibly look right now. And the team was just fantastic from the beginning of the season all the way to the end. If I look at my 9 years here at Union, it's like every year has gotten better and better, and the team has just really put in a lot of work. And especially going from the William Smith game, 2019 senior day, starting those 5 seniors and them pulling off a huge upset victory, and that was kind of like we had been building and building and building. And that moment to me felt like we hit it. We turned the corner. What a fantastic ending to the 2019 season. At the time, the current juniors, the rising seniors for 2020, were so motivated in their leadership styles. And I just felt like we had been building and building and building, and this was the year that everything was going to bust open. And of course I can say that because I have no games to prove, what my words are saying. But from the bottom of my heart, I believe this was for us to just explode and really, make a mark in the Liberty League this year. So of all years to miss out, it was really unfortunate, for us to go. And so on top of how impressed I was by our current team of how well they handled it, it was a blow to lose such a season where we had worked so hard and built so much into this one. And spring, we had a virtual spring season. So practicing every week for 5 weeks, and again, keeping as much normalcy as possible. They put so much work into being prepared for the 2020 season, and then for it to not come out, I mean, for them to handle it as well as they did, they deserve all the credit in the world for that.